Today on AFOL TV, we're talking Lego vehicles, and it starts right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're talking Lego vehicles, and it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. So, as you guys know, in our city, we use 6-wide vehicles, and we do so in a few different categories. We have trucks, we have SUVs, we have cars, kind of have everything, but there's still a lot of room for additional builds. So today I want to talk about why we build 6-wide, why we build the streets we do, which we did a tutorial for last week. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. I'll link it up above. But I want to show you why we build the streets that way. And it all has to do with why we build the vehicle 6-wide. So let's dive on in. All right, guys, so let's start with the why. Why do we build 6-wide? 6-wide is incredible for Lego because back in the day, it used to only be 4-wide builds. And then, the last several years, they came out with 6-wide, and now they're even up to 8-wide and larger. However, we stick with 6-wide for a couple of reasons. Primarily, it's for the roads. And the roads and the cars go hand in hand. And the reason why is because the larger the car, the larger the road, and therefore the more space you need in your city. For us, space is definitely an issue because we're in California, so we choose to go with 6-wide because it's a happy medium where you get a ton of detail and it keeps the streets relatively small. So let's talk about the streets first. As you've seen in our street tutorials, we definitely make them wider than the standard plates that Lego came out with. And the reason is so that there's extra spacing on the sides and you get a really nice natural buffer like you'd find in real life. And interestingly enough, this example SUV is technically 8-wide because the wheels go out a little bit further than the 6-wide chassis. Now, using a standard 6-wide vehicle as an example, like the taxi build that we have, you can see you get even more buffering on the side. This is a true 6-wide build. The cab is 4-wide and the base itself is 6-wide. So 4-wide up here, 6-wide down here. But you can see it fits really well on the street. So now let's talk vehicle categories, starting with our largest category, and that's more of the semi-truck and the larger truck build, such as our fire truck build, our garbage truck build, and our city bus. And as a reminder, all of these can be found on our website, www.afolstore.com, where you can download the instructions and the parts files, and some of them can be found on our YouTube channel as build tutorials. What's great about this size and the fact that it's 6-wide is you can pack in a lot of detail. Like with the bus, there's a removable top that extends the full length of the bus, and both set of doors swivel open and shut just like they do in real life, which is awesome. The next important category is SUVs and smaller trucks, such as our Amazon delivery truck, which is really popular, our Jeep build, our SUV build, like the Range Rover, that can be found on our YouTube channel, and other delivery trucks such as the mail trucks. So this category is one of my favorites because it's a good size in that it doesn't take up a lot of space, but you can still pack in a ton of details. And being that it's 6-wide, the overall dimensions of the vehicles are pretty true to their form in real life. The ambulance, for example, is 6-wide in the front, 8-wide in the back, but because our streets have that extra buffer, it fits well within the city. And what's cool is because you're at this size, you can still pack in a lot of details. For example, just like the city bus, the ambulance has swivel doors that fold in just like they do in real life, making it look a lot more realistic. And finally, the last category to talk about is the smaller vehicles, such as the street cars, the taxis, the sports cars, the smaller police vehicles, and even the police SUV kind of fits in between the larger SUVs and the smaller vehicles that you see in the city. And this is also a great category. It's one that we probably need to expand upon because we haven't built a ton in this category, but it's also kind of in line with some of the Speed Champion sets that Lego comes out with, so they all fit well together in the city streets. Well guys, that's it for today's video. Really hope you enjoyed it and better understand why we love 6-wide and why we use it throughout our city. If there's any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And as mentioned extensively in the video, a lot of these builds can be found either on our channel or on our website, www.afolstore.com. And lastly, as always, we'd really appreciate a like and subscribe if you don't already. It really does help the channel grow, and we thank everybody who consistently comments and likes our videos. It really means so much, and it really helps in a big way. So that's it for today. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time. But wait, before you go, we have a brand new city update video, so click here to watch now.